Hello to all of you. In today's video, I wanted to share with you some of my childhood combos that I grew up eating. Some of you might find this kind of diabolical, strange, but I actually grew up eating these combos just because we grew up with food being pretty limited. My parents often worked, and so we would have to find things on our own to eat before we head out to school. And sometimes as kids, you kind of eat whatever was available in the fridge or on the table. And also as kids, you also like things that were a little bit sweet, a little bit not the norm. But I wanted to share with you some of the things that I grew up eating and things that I paired with. And it's been a while since I have these combos, so I wanted to go back in time and taste these flavors again and kind of go back to nostalgia. So I hope you enjoy this video. It's gonna be a pretty fun one. And let's talk a little bit more about some of these childhood combos that I grew up eating. Okay, so the first one is going to be Costco dinner rolls with soda. We used to dip Costco dinner rolls in soda, usually either Pepsi, Coca-Cola, or Sprite, but I think I remember growing up eating it with Coca-Cola or Pepsi, so I'm gonna try it with Pepsi today. My sister's in the back because she was curious about these combinations. She didn't really grow up with these, so...
Yes, this is new to me.
So basically all we did was take the dinner rolls. We often ate it cold with a Pepsi or Coca-Cola, and we would just dip it in the soda. Oh my gosh, I have not had this since I was like little. Also, I don't drink soda as often either, so it's been a while. But this is also very nostalgic.
Would you let it sit for a bit or just dip it right away and eat it?
You know, I remember like
soggy.
it would get really soggy really fast, so we would just dip it and then eat it right away. But like as kids, because like we didn't know any better, we would just dip it and it get all soggy and all the bread would settle to the bottom. It was kind of gross, but oh gosh, let's try it.
Ew. That does not look appetizing.
That is not good.
Oh my god.
I mean, it tastes like bread and soda. Like, there's nothing to it. It's sweet. As kids, you love it because it's sweet, right? So I don't know why this was the thing, but I don't really miss this. I just, it's just very nostalgic. So if you grew up eating bread, dinner rolls, especially the ones from Costco. By the way, the ones from Costco's dinner rolls, they're completely different now from when I grew up back in the 90s, obviously. But these were definitely something we ate growing up. And I don't know if I would do that again. Yeah, it's interesting, but it was nice to try. Okay, so the next one is fresh steamed rice with what we call kakao, and this is fermented sour pork, which is eaten all over Southeast Asia, especially in Vietnam, Thailand, Laos, and we grew up eating this quite a bit with rice, and these would be pretty much in the fridge. We would take it out, cut a little chunk of it, put it on a plate, and we would actually microwave it to get it a little bit softer and to release the juices and also to soften the pork skin that's inside these sausages, and then just eat it with some steamed rice. And it was so good. I loved it because these sausages are pretty flavorful. The sourness and the juices that comes out of it goes really well with just the plain flavor of the rice. So we actually grew up eating this quite a bit. These sausages in particular are so expensive now, but back in the day they were so cheap and affordable, and also a little bit goes a long way because they're so flavorful. So we ate quite a bit of this growing up, but now it's pretty rare just because these are so expensive. Like one of these can cost up to like $8, up to $10. So quite expensive.
Wow, that is expensive.
Have you eaten this before?
No. Is it raw or?
It's cured. It's fermented. But we grew up eating it in a microwave.
I know you guys are microwaving it.
Yeah.
Getting it cooked even though it's not.
Yeah, because the pork
like
skin, gets soft and then like the juices comes out, and the juices are flavors. So you eat it with the rice and it just like a little bit goes a long way.
Yeah.
Especially when like we would eat this before going to school. So like if mom made rice, mom was like, "Olay mode, no and so we're like, okay. And so we would just have like a little chunk of this with some rice, like a really big bowl of rice, and we're we were pretty filled before going to school. Anyways, my mouth is watering because I haven't had this in quite a long time. And I do still love cacao, which is very delicious. It's great in so many Southeast Asian cuisine. But yeah, let's try it. Mmm.
Like the good old days.
That is so good. You need to come try it. Here, you want to try a piece? It's so flavorful. I miss this, and this combo works and still works, especially for me. You like it?
I can definitely see why it will fill you up before going to school.
Yeah. Like, it's so flavorful. And a little bit of like sour. And then the pepper in here, they usually just have like the whole
On the
pepper on
side.
here
I've
to
seen
eat it
them-
on the side.
I've seen some where they put garlic and pepper with it.
Yeah. Yeah, and you just eat the whole thing. With this combo, still wins. I love it. Still love it. And you like it, Kate?
That was good.
That was good. Okay, so the next one is going to be monjikle, which is rice mixed with water and boiled breakfast sausage and a side of chili pepper dip.
Boiled sausages.
Boiled breakfast sausage.
Oh, okay.
Boiled breakfast sausage, I don't know why we ate, I don't remember how we ate this, but I think because like when you lose your appetite, you don't want to eat anything greasy in terms of like baking it in the oven or anything kind of strong when you're cooking it in the oven. So I remember mom would like boil it so you can actually release some of the oils.
I guess that makes sense.
Yeah, and it was a lot lighter to enjoy. So mom would boil it in water, and then we would actually eat it with monjikle. And then because the breakfast sausages are a little bit plain when it's boiled, we would ask her to make pepper dip. And so the pepper dip she would make would be just the really simple, the dried chili pepper flakes with some fish sauce and a little bit of lime juice. And we would just take a bite of the rice, a little bit of the boiled breakfast sausages, and dip it in the pepper. And it was so good. It's so good. You have to try it.
It's the pepper.
So it's been a while since I've had this actually. And I love breakfast sausages. I just don't eat it as often anymore, just because it is pretty salty. But if you do boil it, the great thing about it is that it does taste a lot lighter, but also it's a little bit more juicier because you're adding moisture to the sausages, which is kind of nice. So yeah, that's what I recalled during my childhood. Also, growing up, we would actually use the breakfast sausages from Costco. Costco would have like, I think it was a 2-pack or a 4-pack breakfast sausages in their meat section area, but they pretty much discontinued it in our Costco location. I heard they have it at the bigger business warehouses.
What?
Yeah.
How dare they?
I know.
I miss their sausages.
I know our local Costco doesn't hold these breakfast sausages anymore, so they obviously have a different flavor to them.
Bring it
compared
back.
To, yeah,
Costco, bring it back.
compared to the ones that you would just buy at your local grocery store. So I have to opt out and buy the ones that my grocery store has. So anyways, it's been a while since I've had this combo. I have here some monjikle with the boiled breakfast sausages, and I did make some pepper dip on the side. Oh, that's so good. I still love this combo. It works. You should try it. See if you like it. What do you think?
It's just good because the breakfast sausage, it just always hits you with that flavor.
Right? It's good, huh? You like it?
So, no matter what, it's still gonna taste like breakfast sausages.
It can throw people off because of the texture. But other than that, the flavor is really good. I still love it till this day. So that combo still works. I still love it till this day. And I did miss eating boiled breakfast sausages. Goes so well with the pepper dip. It's very simple meal that we would have before heading out to school. Other than that, I'll do the next one. Okay, so the next one is going to be rice with hot Cheetos. Oh. So anyone that grew up eating rice with hot Cheetos, let me know because I know you're out there. I know.
Hashtag me.
I know you're out there. For some reason, I faintly remember eating this when I was younger, just because hot Cheetos has so much flavors, especially when you eat it with rice. But you know, growing up with my grandpa and them, they would actually eat rice with fresh pepper and a little bit of salt to kind of help give it
the spice.
Yeah, help it with the spice. But they love the spice and salt together with just the plainness of rice. But as kids, you know, hot Cheeto was a big thing, and with my siblings and cousins, and so hot Cheetos was a huge thing and a hit to eat with rice. So we would actually eat rice with hot Cheetos, and it worked. Like
It really does. I don't know how.
yeah, it worked. And like, especially when you grew up in like the Hmong community, in like a smaller town, and there was like, especially when I was born, where I was born, there was a ton of Mexican convenience stores in our area, and they obviously hot Cheetos is a big thing there. We would just buy packets of these and enjoy them as is, but when we want to feel a little bit fuller, we'd actually eat it with rice. Anyways, it's been so long since I've had this combo, just because I don't really eat hot Cheeto with rice anymore. I would just eat hot Cheetos as is because it's supposed to be eaten as is.
Yeah.
But with rice, you know, it kind of helps and also cuts down the spiciness.
Yeah, that's true. I think it's just like when we didn't have anything to eat, we're like, okay, let's get some rice to add on to our fullness.
Yeah. All right, so let's give this a try. We would actually eat this with just the fresh steamed rice, but for some reason I have this vivid memory of eating it with manjekle. But I'm gonna eat it with just
I did
rice.
I did that too.
With manjekle?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I did both.
Anyways, I have a hot Cheeto here with rice. It's been so long since I've had this.
It's gonna bring you back memories. I'm sure of it. Doesn't it bring back memories?
Dude,
Isn't it still pretty good?
it's still good. That's still good because it almost has like, because since these are fried, it almost has like that chicharron flavor to it. So like it's as if you're eating chicharrones with rice.
I never thought of that.
Yeah, with just like the flavor of the hot Cheeto coating, spices basically, which works really well with the rice. I mean, I wouldn't eat this on a daily, but to go back to my childhood days, this actually still works pretty good. Shockingly, works really well with plain rice.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
y'all should try.
All right, so anyways, those were probably 4 very memorable and very nostalgic combos that I grew up eating as a kid. Some other things that I also grew up eating was pork floss. We call these pork floss, or shredded pork, dried shredded pork. And these are well known in Chinese cuisine because they love using it for quite a lot of different dishes. But growing up, we would actually eat this with rice because they're a little bit on the sweeter side, and a little bit goes a long way just because they were quite flavorful. So yeah, very nostalgic. All right, so that is it for today's video. That was pretty fun. I had a pretty good time going back into my childhood nostalgia. All of these combos were quite memorable, and I still like some of these combos today. Some of them I probably will not try again, but it was pretty fun trying these combos again. I forgot how much I missed some of these together, and it was fun. Yeah, so which one did you like? I'm curious.
I actually really like the fermented pork and rice.
The fermented pork and rice.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Yeah, that was pretty good. I'm shocked because you don't really...
I know. I think the others were like, eh.
Honestly, I liked all of them except for the bread and soda. I probably would not eat that ever again. All right, so if you have any childhood combos that you grew up eating, please share it with me. I would love to hear, just because everyone kind of has a different upbringing and childhood memories that they have. So share with me. I would love to read them and know how or what kind of childhood combos you grew up eating. Until then, I'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye.